Ever cracked open one of those old business school textbooks and thought, wait a minute, doesn't this feel a little outdated? Kind of like trying to pay with a check at a drive-thru? Yeah, because today we're ditching the dusty old playbooks and diving into a concept that flips the script. Abundance over scarcity.
Right.
We're so used to scrambling for a slice of the pie, we totally forget the pie itself. Might be growing like crazy.
It's like we're playing checkers in a chess world. It's a total mind shift. Imagine ditching that whole winner-takes-all mentality and exploring a world where everyone benefits, especially with things like, declining birth rates, the whole AI explosion, and globalization connecting us like never before. It really makes you question those old assumptions.
Okay, so let's break this scarcity mindset thing down. I'm thinking back to business school. It was all Porter's 5 forces all the time. Cure competition.
Yeah, Porter's model. What's it all about? Rivalry, new entrants, bargaining power. It's all based on this idea that resources are limited, right?
Right.
One company's win is another one's loss.
Makes sense.
But what happens when AI comes along? With the potential to totally rewrite the rules of the game.
So you're saying AI could actually mean more for everyone. That's a pretty different tune than the usual robots are going to steal our jobs narrative.
Well, it's definitely a possibility. Think about it this way. What if, instead of just automating the stuff we're already doing, AI could help businesses grow the entire pie, create entirely new opportunities?
That is a very different way of looking at it. And it's not just about the tech, right? You mentioned declining birth rates earlier. How does that play into this whole shift from scarcity to abundance?
Oh, that's huge. Declining populations turn traditional economics totally on its head. For decades, we've been working with this idea of too many workers, not enough jobs. Like, we're all fighting over scraps.
Yeah.
But what if we're heading towards a future where it's the opposite?
Wow. That would totally change how we think about work, wouldn't it? Suddenly there's potential for everyone.
Exactly. And all of this is happening while globalization is accelerating. The companies that stay fixated on their own little corner of the world, they're going to miss out on a world of opportunity.
Yeah. It's like those old scarcity rules are starting to feel more like relics than guidelines.
Right.
So if we're moving towards this abundance mindset, what does that even look like in practice? Where do we even start?
Well, it starts with recognizing that collaboration, not cutthroat competition. That might be the key to unlocking new levels of growth and innovation. Imagine if instead of seeing each other as threats, businesses started collaborating, developing AI solutions that benefit their entire industry.
Hold on. You're talking about collaborating with the competition. That sounds like something out of a movie, not real life.
And yet it's already happening. Think about Google and OpenAI. They're collaborating on AI safety research, even competing pharmaceutical companies. They shared data to speed up the development of the COVID-19 vaccines. These aren't just isolated incidents. They're early signs of a much bigger shift.
Okay, so less Game of Thrones and more let's all win together. I like it. But what does this collaboration actually look like on the ground?
It's about embracing what we call ecosystem thinking, recognizing that businesses aren't islands. They're interconnected parts of a larger web. Instead of fighting for a shrinking piece of the pie, businesses can work together to expand the pie for everyone.
So we're talking about a totally different way of seeing business, not just as a competition, but as a collaborative effort.
That's the heart of the abundance mindset. Seeing potential where others see limits, understanding that collaboration can lead to way more innovation and growth than just trying to crush the competition.
This is all pretty mind-blowing, but let's bring it down to earth for a second. We've been talking big picture stuff, tech, economics, but how does this whole abundance mindset actually affect people in their everyday lives?
That's where things get really interesting. It's not about replacing humans with machines. It's about giving humans superpowers, unlocking new opportunities with AI.
Okay, so instead of AI stealing our jobs, it's more like AI giving us a serious upgrade.
Exactly. Think about it. Companies investing in retraining programs, helping their employees work alongside AI instead of being replaced by it. Focusing on skills that are uniquely human, creativity, critical thinking, emotional intelligence.
So like in those sci-fi movies where humans and AI team up, each doing what they do best. But how realistic is that really? Are there companies out there actually making this work?
Absolutely. Look at manufacturing. Companies like Siemens and Bosch are already using AI in their factories, not to get rid of workers, but to make things safer, optimize their processes. And they're creating new roles for employees who are now trained to manage these AI-powered systems.
So it's about adapting and learning new skills to keep up with the tech. It's like this abundance mindset is forcing us to rethink how we approach our careers and education as well.
You got it. The skills we need to thrive today might be totally different tomorrow. We've got to be adaptable, embrace lifelong learning, be open to new opportunities when they pop up.
So it's less about what you already know and more about your ability to keep learning and growing as things change.
Exactly. It's about cultivating curiosity, being adaptable, embracing new challenges, and that goes for individuals and entire organizations.
It's like we're moving away from that whole dog-eat-dog world and realizing, hey, maybe we can all win together.
And that's a huge shift, because it's not just about companies making more money, it's about creating a better world for everyone, a more sustainable world.
So abundance isn't just about having more stuff. It's about doing things the right way, taking care of each other and the planet.
Exactly. Imagine businesses thinking, we're part of this community, this global ecosystem, working to solve problems, social problems, environmental problems, and yeah, being profitable too.
That's pretty different from the old profits over everything mentality.
It is, and that's what makes it so exciting. It's not about just tweaking the system a little bit. It's about a fundamental change.
It's like we're not just baking a bigger pie. We're making sure everyone gets a slice and that the ingredients are ethically sourced.
Now you're getting it. The companies that get this, the ones that choose collaboration sustainability, those are the ones that are going to thrive in this new world.
So instead of being afraid of the future, we should be excited about the potential to build a better one, a more abundant one for everyone.
Exactly. And we have the tools, we have the technology. We're more connected than ever, and more people are realizing things need to change. It's all about using what we have to create a better future.
This has been incredible. My whole perspective on business feels like it's been flipped on its head in the best way possible.
It's a real paradigm shift, but once you see the power of abundance, there's no going back.
So for our listeners out there who are ready to embrace this abundance mindset, what's one thing they can do today to start shifting their own thinking?
That's easy. Ask yourself this. Where in my life am I stuck in a scarcity mindset? And how can I approach that same thing with an abundance mindset instead?
I love that. Instead of hoarding information, share it freely. Instead of being afraid of competition, find ways to collaborate. Instead of seeing limits, look for possibilities.
Exactly. We're all in this together. And when we embrace abundance, we can create a world where everyone has the opportunity to thrive.
This has been an amazing journey from business as usual to business unusual, and I'm walking away feeling incredibly optimistic about the future.
The future belongs to those who embrace abundance, who aren't afraid to challenge the status quo, and who are working to create a world where everyone benefits. It's time to think bigger, bolder, more abundantly.
So to our listeners, as you go about your day, we'll leave you with this. What if the greatest opportunities aren't about fighting over what's already here, but about working together to create something entirely new, something bigger, bolder, more abundant for everyone? Food for thought,